Ana Kasparian, welcome back to you. It just begs so many questions, this. If Tucker Carlson and Miranda Devine of the New York Post are doing the FBI's job on a would-be presidential assassin, that raises enormous alarm bells to me about what the FBI are doing. Now, we don't know yet what of all this information that's erupted in the last week is new or not new to the FBI. But if any of it is new, frankly, I find that utterly inexplicable. What do you make of this?
Well, I agree with you and Buck in that we have a real problem on our hands here, in that the reporting that we've seen from Tucker Carlson in particular really does raise a ton of questions about the FBI's investigation and handling into this. Now, there were a lot of things that he covered that really stood out to me, namely the fact that, you have this would-be assassin who in late 2019, late as September of 2019, he's posting things on YouTube, comments, where he's essentially getting increasingly violent on behalf of President Donald Trump. Donald Trump was president at the time, and he's willing to use political violence in order to defend him. But then in January of 2020, and remember, this is 2 months prior to the COVID lockdowns, all of a sudden a switch flips and he starts criticizing Trump, and his criticism of Trump gets increasingly violent. And the comments were being flagged by other YouTube users. And the real question here is, first of all, how did he go from one extreme to another in regard to his feelings about President Donald Trump? At first, I thought maybe it was due to the COVID era, the COVID lockdowns. But again, the critical comments toward Trump began in January of 2020. One other question that Tucker Carlson's reporting raised that I really do think needs to be answered is who this Willie Tepes guy is. Because as soon as the would-be assassin switched over to hating Donald Trump, you have this Willie Tepes guy in the comments urging him to use political violence. And then after that, suddenly, you don't hear anything from this assassin. You don't see any more online activity from this individual. It's really strange.